The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this commentary belong solely to the author and do not necessarily represent the views of our company, management, staff, or our affiliates.
Hello. Our segment for today begins in Norway. Back in 1969, Norway discovered its first oil field and started production 2 years later in 1971. However, it took them 19 years to set up their famous sovereign wealth fund. During that time, the Norwegian government faced immense political pressure to use its oil revenues on recurring expenditure. To use a phrase coined by Vice President 𝐼𝐺, they ate everything, with little investment in critical infrastructure or long-term planning. This led to rapid inflation, currency depreciation, and stalled productivity. It's not exactly a story that we want to emulate, is it? Having learned from Norway's early experience, Guyana's use of petroleum revenues is guided by the Natural Resource Fund Act's strict withdrawal rules. Withdrawals from the NRF are only allowed to finance national development priorities and essential projects, helping to prevent misuse and ensuring funds are directed towards sustainable development. You see, petroleum revenues are tricky. They come from a finite resource and are highly volatile due to fluctuating prices and production volumes. Using these revenues to expand the welfare state will almost certainly lead to an uncertain and an unstable future. Just look at Norway's early experience. Closer to home, Venezuela's unchecked social welfare spending led to economic collapse, hyperinflation, and widespread poverty. A nightmare scenario. And yet, this is precisely what the PNC wants the government to do. They want us to spend all of our oil revenues on immediate social benefits, essentially wanting us to eat everything we make. This short-sighted approach mirrors the disastrous policies seen in Norway during the 1970s and to 1990s, in Trinidad, and in Venezuela. We simply cannot afford to repeat their mistakes. Thankfully, the PPPC government has chosen a different path. While they could easily secure an electoral win in 2025 by distributing large sums of money to everyone, they've opted for the politically challenging but economically sound route. Instead of lavish immediate welfare spending, they are investing in critical infrastructure to expand our future revenue base. Take the gas-to-energy project, for example. This initiative will drastically lower electricity costs, transform our manufacturing industry, and create well-paid jobs, all without depending on future volatile oil prices. This balanced approach is essential. Sure, funding welfare programs with petroleum revenues can provide immediate social and political benefits. But the long-term management of these funds is crucial. Infrastructure investment builds a solid economic foundation, while sustainable welfare programs can help ensure long-term prosperity. And that's why today I'm enthusiastic about our future. Guyana is on a path to avoid the pitfalls that have trapped others. By learning from Norway, from Trinidad, from Venezuela, and making tough but wise decisions, our government is paving the way for a stable and a prosperous future. You see, there's wisdom in expanding our revenue base and ensuring that the wealth from our natural resources benefits not just the present generation, but many, many more to come. Thank you for tuning in. Stay engaged, stay informed.
The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this commentary belong solely to the author and do not necessarily represent the views of our company, management, staff, or our affiliates.